the current weather climate says a lot about how Mother Ireland must be feeling at the moment. Sorrowful and on her knees, washed and beaten from every side. Even though she's begging for change, it doesn't seem to be coming, and it's not going to come unless people do what Ballyhea have done and always take to the street.
So it's not the best of days, but it never stopped them yet, that's us. If the weather is her voice, poor Mother Ireland is weeping for paradise lost. Her land washed of her future and has been sold to the highest bidder, flooded with greed and battered by indifference. She is on her knees, exhausted, but still they slice away at her resources. She cries out for it to stop, but the waves of indifference keep washing over her. It's the wonderful spirit of Ballyhea Says No that is keeping her alive, trying to shelter her, protect and mind her decency. They keep her reminded of the proud woman she was, and she can be again. That there are those who still love her, and always have, and always will. There is a better way.
These permission notes were purely and simply for the benefit of banks, of bondholders, of financial institutions across Europe. Not 1 cent of the €31 billion went to the Irish people. There wasn't a single bed put in a single hospital. There wasn't a single door hung in a single classroom in a single school anywhere. There wasn't a single metre of motorway built with this money. Every single cent of it went out of this country.
Why we're here, 2008, bank bailout, an odious debt forced upon the people, a debt that should never have been put there, a debt that the people are suffering under. You know, there's so many reasons why we should all be out marching, why we should be standing.
Would you have any message for anybody else around the country who's marching, or?
Yeah, get up.
Yeah.
Get up, get out, stop walking, stop protesting, stop writing to your local TD, stop making noise. You know, because it's like this is being done to you. It's time that people stop and start fighting in this country, because it's not just for ourselves, it's for the future generations. This debt, at the moment, we're looking at 40 years down the road. That's just on the promissory note debt. We are imposing this debt on generations. That will be the legacy of this generation unless we get up and fight.
We're still marching because we haven't achieved what we set out to achieve, which is debt write-down, and we will continue to march until that has been achieved. People say that it's too late. Well, it's not too late. We've spent the last 10 months backwards and forwards to Brussels and to Europe, where we really have made an impact and where we have found that there is an appetite to listen. And then we come back into our own country, and last November we have a motion in the Dáil. We ask the government to ask the ECB for debt write-down, and they say no. So the battle goes on because somebody needs to keep asking.
I refuse to accept that we've had this debt burden put on our shoulders. 70 billion euros is a lot of money, no matter what way you look at it. I was a believer in the European community, but I'm not a believer in what is now a union that has become a bully. I'm not a believer in an institution now that's ran by the two big bullies at the top, France and Germany, and I think this is the best place in Ireland to make a stand on that, because these people have come out week after week after week, and the really amazing thing that they did for me as someone who comes from a small town was they actually went out the first week knowing what people in Ireland can be like, some of them looking out the windows, maybe asking what are those people at, are they daft? Are they this? Are they that? Well, they've proven themselves, and there is one thing for sure: you can never be beaten if you never give up, and they're proving it here today. And I'm honoured, overused word, but honoured to even be considered to have a right to be here with these people. They're brilliant.
The reason we started marching in the first place hasn't changed. With two simple reasons. One is to expose the wrong that was done to Ireland, and the second is to right the wrong that was done to Ireland. So until that's done, we keep marching.
I'm part of Constantin Says No. We followed and walked along the side the steps of Ballyhea now, and we commend everything that they've done to date in their search for the truth.
I'm Vicky Donnelly. I'm here as a member of the Anglo Not Our Debt campaign group for Debt Justice Ireland, and just here to offer some support, but also because of the support that I feel from the Ballyhea group that have consistently raised the injustice of socialised banking losses. And we can't rely on mainstream media voices, we clearly can't rely on the political establishment. So this is where resistance is happening.
In this country, some things are changing, but they're not changing for the better, they're changing for the worse.
Joan, you're down at the 3rd anniversary of Ballyhea. Could you tell me why?
I just thought it was very important to come down today to express our solidarity with the people of Ballyhea and their principle to walk every Sunday.
We're starting to see things like families becoming homeless. I see that routinely now. And we're not in a position to deal with these things because our ability has been taken away by virtue of the fact we're paying a debt that is not our debt. And it's not our debt, and we have to keep on saying it's not our debt and doing what we can to try and make sure that we get back what is rightfully ours.
The arguments that you've been making based on the facts that are undeniable are absolutely valid.
So we will be going to the Supreme Court, and we hope to get in there before the next bond is, or the next promissory note is paid in June. I think is the next one to pay, so we're hoping to get in there before then. So listen, thanks very much and well done, and keep on pounding the streets, what's needed.
On the way here I was thinking about the numbers and I was thinking about the economics and finance and everything else, and then it occurred to me that actually whatever I can say here to you, you can say much better yourselves, because it comes from your hearts, because it comes from your feet, because it comes from you every weekend braving the weather out there.
If ever it was a case that if you never give up you can never be beaten, this is a case of it. And no matter what spin they try to put on it, there's still 70 billion euros there that has been robbed off my children, robbed off my neighbours, robbed off the people in my county, and robbed off the people in this country.
3 years is a long period for you to march. 3 years is a short period to see the transformation going all the way through to the door of Ireland. But it will come there. As long as you keep speaking your minds, as long as you keep acting on your hearts, that change will come. So please, for me, for all of us in this country, for our children and grandchildren yet to be born, please keep doing that. Thank you very much.
Some people say it's too late. Is it too late?
No, it's not too late. I mean, you know, there's 70 billion euro of debt, of bank debt that has been imposed on us. 20 billion, yes, has been taken out of our National Pension Reserve Fund. So we have to try and get that back. But the other 50 billion is debt.
Okay.
And this is what we're trying to do, is to get the country to repudiate this debt. Specifically, you know, the most odious element of it would be the promissory note sovereign bonds that are sitting the central bank above in Dublin. There's 25 billion euro of those bonds, and as soon as those bonds are sold, that 25 billion is destroyed. So this is the primary aim at the moment, is to stop the sale of those bonds and to have them destroyed. But no, it's not too late.
So do you think it's too late for Ballyhea?
It's never too late. The likes of me will be running for election to fight for this and to fight for the truth.
So I'm going running in North Kerry. It's my first time. I was never into politics before until I came and I started joining the good people here of Ballyhea, and through them the last year I've educated myself.
Tell you, I'm going to run for MEP, so I'll be looking for...
It's badly needed for someone to have for starters, have the ability, and two, the conviction to stand up for our country and stand up for the people. So I hope Diarmuid walks through. We'll be doing our level best in Cork anyway to back them all the way.
And do you think it's too late, maybe, to be fighting this issue?
It's never too late to fight an issue. Yeah. Never. As long as one stands up, that's all it takes. The power of one is the most important thing and the most powerful thing. Mandela taught us that.
Okay. It is absolutely not too late. The promissory note bonds, renamed, are sitting in the central bank awaiting sale onto the market, for which we'll stump up repayments and interest. So this is a crucial moment to shout for resistance. It's a crucial moment to shout for a freezing of those bonds and a renegotiation of that odious debt.
Well, I think they're an inspiration to the rest of Ireland. They are the reason that we here in Dundalk are going out protesting. And I wouldn't say it's protesting, we want answers.
They have the courage to do what our politicians haven't got, and they're fighting for the people of Ireland, like ourselves. And even if we're only small groups, maybe we can all come together and be one large group and keep up the good work.
Marcus Howard, test 1, 2, 3.